Hiya, so it's me ending. We're just doing like a little rambly thing. I know I occasionally do these. Yes, I am putting off packing for Bestival right now, and I just feel like every time I go to a festival I kind of forget to say bye to you guys, and I come back and I'm like, sorry, I was at a festival. I'll probably just pack everything that I basically packed for Reading. The sky looks really grim right now. Bestival! Woo! He loves the Bestival. He's gutted he can't come. But yes, Bestival I am really looking forward to. I am gonna have my lifelong dream of seeing The Cure finally. I don't know, I can't remember who's really playing. I just don't know, I just like going. It's like Reading, I really didn't like the lineup, and then when I got there I really enjoyed myself and really found a lot of good people to see, and so that was good. I know what I should use this video for. I should use it to spread the love of Oxfam. My dog's like eating a toy that looks exactly like him. This is the toy and that's the dog. Basically, the way that sorry, this is like the most random video ever, but I just feel like doing something weird. Basically, the way that I've got to go to all these festivals over the summer, it's not because I'm loaded. I'm not loaded by any means. But basically, I do it through Oxfam, and I didn't do it last year, but I did it the year before. I went to Bestival, and basically, it's through Oxfam. If you've ever been to a festival, you know that there are a lot of sort of staff behind the scenes doing various things, because I mean, think about a festival, like the amount of people, the amount of stuff, there are a lot of staff sort of running the whole thing. Be right back. My phones keep ringing and it's this unknown number, like they call me on the house phone and it's like, but I really don't like answering the phone. I don't know, everyone has their weird things. Mine is I just hate answering the phone, and literally like, what is this? I'm just going to talk over it, I'm not answering it. Everyone that knows me knows that if they don't sort of say hi within the first second of me picking up the phone, I will not talk to them. I hear the pause and I'm like, oh my god. And I feel awful because I really don't care what they're saying, but it's so rude to like hang up on someone when they're talking to you. So I prefer to just hang up before they've even said hi, and I just feel a lot less guilty about it really. So yeah. So I don't answer the phone. If it's unknown, you can just dream on. If you're one of those people that keeps their number unknown, then you should just go away, frankly. You're not in my books. I think it's stopped. I think they've stopped calling me. Can you tell I'm procrastinating? So, oh, apparently Paloma Faith is doing a range for La Senza, so that's cool. October 1st that comes out. I don't know how I know that. Maybe I think I've actually started reading the magazines that I keep buying, so that's good. Because I got to this point and I just had like 10 unread magazines and just no reason to read them. I should talk about Oxfam because basically I'm a big lover of Oxfam. I used to work in one of their bookshops, so I keep feeling like I've got like a hair on my forehead, and I used to work at Oxfam when I was like 17 because I couldn't seem to get a job, and I was like, why is this happening to me? I'm a good person. So I thought I'd prove I was a good person and work in a charity shop, and I really enjoyed it. It was only a bookshop, so it wasn't a great place for me to be because like, my dogs just don't shut up ever. I used to work in an Oxfam bookshop. I'm not a very booky person. You might have guessed that. I'm not. I like to think of myself as kind of intelligent. I just find it very hard to find a book that will actually hold my attention. Because, I mean, once I find a book that I like, I will just like not put it down until I finish it. but it does take me a very long time to find one that I actually find interesting. So that's my problem. I kind of get like 10 pages in and I'm like, well, I really couldn't care less what happens to these people, so I just won't read it. I'm not very educated in books. Basically, it was like quite a weird setup, me working in a bookshop. I really enjoyed it because it's just full of like old people, and they just tell you about like when they're in the war and stuff, and they seem to always have really fond memories of it, which I find kind of weird. But yeah, I found it like, it was so chilled and so fun, and I would definitely do it again, and I would really recommend it to anyone. Even though it is like a really selfless thing to do, you do get sort of good things out of it. So I really would recommend it, because even if you are just a selfish person, you just want it on your CV, I feel like it makes you a better person a little bit, I don't know. Because you're a more well-rounded person, because you're working with people that you maybe would have sort of never met or never spoken to otherwise. And you might get a bit of knowledge about random stuff too. Old people are a wealth of knowledge, you should talk to them. But basically, Oxfam's kind of always been quite close to my heart. I know, like, joking aside and everything, I really do love Oxfam as a cause. I always buy like Oxfam and Rant gifts for my family and stuff, and they actually appreciate them. Like, not everyone will appreciate if you buy someone else a goat in their name, but I don't know, I think they're quite cool. But Oxfam, one thing that a lot of people don't even know about is that Oxfam provides festivals with a workforce. Oxfam recruits stewards for maybe 15 festivals over the summer. I can't remember exactly all of them, I could list them but it'd be really boring. They get people to volunteer for free to steward at as many or as little festivals as they want to steward at, and Oxfam will get paid for providing that service, and therefore it raises funds for Oxfam. What you do as a steward is never particularly strenuous. I'm not going to pretend it's like really hard work, because it really isn't. It's stuff as simple as like standing by certain gates telling people they can't go down there, or like looking at like tickets, like at Glastonbury I was checking tickets. Sometimes you're just sort of told to kind of mooch around just so people know that there are people there, like if they're lost, or just to stop them from being naughty, really. Do 3 8-hour shifts over however long you're at the festival. It's usually just short of a week. So occasionally some of your shifts can be before or after the festival, and you might get like to see whole days of music. I mean, at Glastonbury ours were really jammy, because 2 of ours were before it started and 1 was on Saturday morning, so we literally didn't miss any music whatsoever. At Reading I did have to miss Strokes, but they are very sort of sympathetic. If there's a band you really want to see, you can plan it so your break is when they're on and you can catch some of their set and things like that. It's like, they won't be like, well, it's too bad you're at work, like get on with it. Everyone's really lovely, and it really is a great way to go to festivals if you potentially like don't have the money to go, or I mean, even if like you really want to go to one but your friends don't, you can really meet people working as a steward as well, so that could really work to your advantage. And also you're in like an Oxfam campsite, so you feel like all your stuff is a lot more safe. You have showers on tap, literally on tap, and places to charge your phone for free, and tea and coffee, etc. And they also give you like 3 free meals. It's not paying anything for that, and like I say, you could do 15 festivals over the summer and it'd be absolutely free, or you could do one if you just want to do one. But I really genuinely would say, if you haven't done it this summer, to consider doing it next summer, or you know, any summer really. But you sign up, I think it's around the 1st of March most people sign up, and you should do it. It's really not hard. You do pay a deposit, but you get it back sort of October time, as long as you go to all your shifts and aren't stupid. Then you should get your full deposit back. That's kind of a good way of having some savings. Like if you're a student, it'll stop you from spending that like £200 over the summer, and then you get it back in October, which is pretty cool. And you just need like a reference to say you're over 18 and you're not a knob. If it does happen that like your shifts just happen to be when your favourite band is on, sometimes you can try and swap your shifts with other people, because they might be working when their favourite band's on, so they'll be quite grateful for your shift. Yeah. This pretty much was just to kind of say bye before I went, and to put off